Dear students, welcome to EPG Pathshala and e-contents project under the National Mission on Education through ICT. I am Professor Seva Singh, former Head Department of Library and Information Science, Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar. Today, we will discuss about the module on information products. This is part of the paper Information Sources, Services and Systems. Since the advent of Internet and personal computers, society is experiencing information age. In this age of information, access to information and ability to transmit data and or information rapidly using digital technology. Libraries acquire huge amount of data and information contained in documents. They process and systematically organize this information, resulting into a product which satisfies a want or serves a need of a user. Information products may therefore be defined as those that are prepared after selecting and acquiring suitable information sources. These are those products that originate from the information units of various organizations and institutions. The design and development of the information products involve such activities like selecting, acquiring, evaluating, analyzing, synthesizing, restructuring, packaging, repackaging, etc. Once the information products are prepared, they could be of many types, which meet with the needs of different users. These include reviews, which are basically critical and state-of-the-art reports. Reports is another type of information product. These include assessment, technical reports, market reports, alerting bulletins, newsletters, and house journals. Data. This category includes data compilation and tables, statistical abstracts, correlations, composites, and critical data. Databases. These include expert databases and subject knowledge databases. Technical writing. This type of information product has in its fold guides, manuals, instruction sheets, explanations on a complex subjects provided in a style and language geared toward a given audience level. Popular articles on a scientific or technical topic. Handbooks. These information products include compilations of essential data and information on a subject. Critical studies. This type of information products includes comparison of different practices or policies or studies and impact and future studies. Requests. These include briefings, evaluative on-demand studies, and compilations. Let us now discuss various types of information products one by one. The first one is newsletters. A newsletter has been defined as a serial consisting of one or few pages, usually printed, containing nascent information or news which is of interest to a special or particular group of users and which is published periodically. Newsletters are prepared to fulfill some of such objectives as to publicize and promote products and services of the parent organization, to announce current and forthcoming events like holding of conferences, seminars, workshops, etc., to communicate information about social and cultural activities, appointments, promotion, transfers, retirements, obituaries, etc., of the members and subscribers of the concerned organizations, to publish timely and relevant activities of current information. Recent advances in computer and telecommunication technology have led to the development and application of computer networks and the development of newsletter, the e-newsletter. House journals is another type of information products. A house journal is defined as an internal publication produced by an organization in order to inform and entertain its employees and to generate better internal communication and relationships. House journals can be categorized into internal house journals and external house journals. Chief objective of house journals is to promote and enhance the image of the organization as well as that of management among its customers and employees. Trade literature. This is another category of information products. Trade literature includes trade bulletins and catalogs, etc., and is defined as catalog and other advertising or promotional material distributed by business firm, usually free of charge. They promote sales by making claims about product attributes, give instructions in using products, include detailed descriptions of sale products, and so on. Important functions of trade and product bulletins include to promote the sale of the various types of products, etc. It's a useful source of valuable information for scientists, engineers, medical practitioners, etc. It contains product description, application, installation, instructions, operation characteristics, maintenance procedures, etc. Trade literature is helpful in comparing similar products or processes available from different manufacturers. It serves as useful guide to names and addresses of the manufacturers, dealers, etc. Handbooks. A handbook is a book giving information such as facts on a particular subject or instructions for operating a machine. It's a comprehensive and handy work on a particular topic for practitioners, structured for quick reference. Handbooks include the following: provide facts, figures, and themes of a specific area. No emphasis on newer ideas and current developments. They help in understanding the subject. These are prepared with the assumption that users have some background knowledge about the subject covered. Handbooks provide sources for the facts and figures included. They give instructions on how to serve as guides to occupations, hobbies, art forms, etc. There are a large number of handbooks being published on different subjects. A manual is a brief reference book dealing with a particular process, operation, mechanism, job instruction, etc. It is regarded as a comprehensive step-by-step guide to a particular topic, both for beginners and practitioners. It is essentially an instruction book which instructs how to do something with clear directions. It usually accompanies a technical device and explains how to install or operate it. A manual has a limited scope and usually it focuses on a specific area of interest. Many manuals provide instructions to users on the uses of equipments or appliances or software, etc. Reviews is another type of information product. A review may be defined as a critical synthesis of the state of knowledge in a given subject or topic. It's a critical examination of information and literature on a subject or topic accommodated in its broader framework. A review can be bibliographic, instructional, or a combination of the two. State-of-the-art reports is another type of information product. State-of-the-art reports are another important information consolidation product required by scientists and other researchers. These are the type of reviews which do not have an all-compassing scope. These lay emphasis on recency and up-to-datedness of a situation. The state-of-the-art report is used mostly in relation to technological topics, industry, business and commerce, and statistical reports presenting correlation in market, demographic, scientific areas. Another important type of information product is trend reports. Trend reports usually furnish indicators of variations of control parameters against planned objectives. They provide a systematic outlook of latest developments and current research trends in a subject field during a specific period of time. The trend reports provide an insight about how a subject has performed during a particular period. A trend report may be defined as an exposition of a subject, giving an account of the general direction of research in the subject based on a review of the documents on current developments. Another type of information product is technical digest. The multidimensional growth of information relating to the needs of managerial and technical workers in industrial, commercial, scientific, and other such establishments has been making it difficult to keep them updated about the latest developments of new products, machinery, processes, techniques, etc. In order to meet their information requirements, a specialized service called Technical Digest Service has been prepared. A digest is a summation or condensation of a body of published literature, hence found useful for all types of researchers. It's a full representation of a document rewritten for a purpose or to suit the requirement of a different group of people, but intended to serve as a complete substitute for the original document. Electronic information products. Electronic information products are provided in electronic form, and these include resources available on the internet such as e-books, e-journals, online database, CD-ROM databases, and other computer-based electronic networks. The first electronic information product emerged in the form of CD-ROM database during 1980. Internet or web information products emerged more than 3 decades ago. So since then, electronic databases have been with us and serving very useful purpose. Bibliographic databases are both electronic databases as well as printed databases. But here we are discussing the electronic version of bibliographic databases. A bibliographic database is a database of bibliographic records of references to published literature, including journal and newspaper articles, conference proceedings, reports, government and legal publications, patents, books, etc. The bibliographic records in these databases usually describe articles, conferences, conference papers, etc., rather than complete monographs, and they generally contain very rich subject description in the form of keywords, subject classification terms, or abstracts. These bibliographic databases in electronic version include Compendex, Index Medicus in medical sciences, InSpec, MathSciNet, SciFinder Scholar, Scopus, and so on. There are other electronic information products also, such as online newspaper, online reference sources, and so on. Dear students, by way of summing up this module, we can say that it discusses about the concept of information product as a vehicle for delivery of requisite information based on user demand. It describes various types of information products such as newsletters, reviews, handbooks, trend reports, etc., including electronic information products. The module discusses scope, uses, and functions of each type of information product. The module expresses hope that after gaining knowledge about various types of information products as described over here, future and present librarians will be able to design and develop some information products depending upon the user needs. The 21st century users, particularly those working in industrial environment, research environment, and organizations, would definitely demand for such information products as would not only provide them with the current information on a given topic of research, but would also save their precious time, which they can spend in laboratory for extending their research areas. Therefore, the onus of preparing information products for researchers, scientists, academia, etc., falls on the librarian or information officer or information scientist, who by dint of hard work, their professional knowledge, skills, and competencies would definitely be in a position to prepare, to design and develop such information products as would be needed by their clientele. If the future librarian could achieve this objective and meet the user's complex and rising information demands, the future of profession of librarianship is certainly bright. Thank you very much.